Hello, collective. Welcome to my channel. This is Adani back with another reading. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what messages Spirit has for us today. If it is your if you're new to my channel, please do join the tribe by liking, sharing the video, subscribe to the video, support the channel. Okay, and if you are you know if you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It doesn't cost you anything. I really appreciate your presence here, okay? We are a family, okay? So let's see what messages we're going to pull from the angels. I want to say this is the Guardian Angels Tarot. I've had this deck for a very, very long time. And it called out to me today, so let's see what messages wants to come through for us today. What do we need to know? This reading is timeless. So whenever you do read it, see it, that's the time that it was meant for you to receive that message, okay? All right. Give it a nice, good shuffle. We got Four of Abundance. So I don't know if you can see that really good. Four of Abundance. That's the Four of Pentacles. And it says, it's a time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely, or are you holding on to it too tightly? This can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. Is your heart open, or are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring great success. So you see, this person is holding really tightly to these bags of money. It could also represent that, you could be like guarding your heart. Your heart's not really open. So you can, use external things to kind of like put a wedge. So it's like not trying to be open to love. Okay. Yeah, it's given like someone that is not that receptive to love. Maybe someone is trying to, you know, kind of like someone is crushing on you, someone is interested in you, but you're not receptive to it. So you see he's trying to hand her some flowers and she's not she has her eyes closed and she's not trying to touch them. And this is the Page of Cups card. So there is someone that is really interested in you, maybe sending you messages, and you're not interested in that. It says romance blooms and you find yourself falling in love. Gifts of flowers, love letters, and poems read aloud are all in your future. Marriage proposals, weddings, and past life connections are possible. Someone new who is romantic, dreamy, and emotional may enter your life. This person could be an artist who's an idealist about love. So there's somebody new that could be entering your life that is interested in you, but you have to make sure you're open to love. This is the Four of Pentacles, okay? And I'm also getting that could be someone that is trying to, ask for forgiveness for something, and you could be a little bit closed off from that person. Seven of Abundance, that's the Seven of Pentacles. And it reads, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. The hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. This is a good time to prepare because things will soon move forward quickly. It's time is this time to rest and plan. So yeah, this person, she's in her garden working hard, doing the work, investing her time and energy in growth, in financial growth. There could be something you're working hard on. You're putting in the work right now, and the harvest is going to come. Another pentacle card. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Nine of thought. So that's the Nine of Swords. Stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts toward the positive. There's no need to worry. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. Know that heaven will provide a solution. If you're experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angels. So I could also be speaking to someone who is like, these are a lot of pentacle cards. You're having a lot of, you know, worry, and you're stressing over something on a financial level. Maybe, right now you're unsure about something, so you have to hold on tightly to your money budget, you know, because maybe there's something that you're waiting on and it hasn't come yet, but spirit wants you to know that it is coming. This is something that you've already worked so hard, and you're supposed to receive something, and it is coming. But you want to release worry and stress, and because when you do that, it kind of like makes you to attract that same type of energy. Okay. If you're not sleeping well at night, you need your rest. So you want to keep your cortisol levels normal. Okay. You will receive a message. There is a message coming. Okay. There is a message that's coming to you very soon. Maybe you already received a message that has you, you know, a bit concerned. I'm also getting that there could be somebody here that there's a health situation going on, and maybe you had some tests done and some labs, or CAT scan, whatever type of diagnostic test you took, and you're waiting to hear the results, and you've been worried, you've been stressing, you've been, fear. So spirit wants you to release all fear, okay? There is a message coming for you. This is the messenger of emotion. So that's the Knight of Cups. There's a message coming. You will receive a message, a letter, an email, a phone call, a text message, okay? And it's not going to be something negative. So spirit wants you to just relax. All things are going to work out for your good. All is well. All is well. That can be your affirmation for today. All is well. And all will be well. So that's for somebody. Okay. If you're worried about your physical health, spirit wants you to know to release all fear. All is well. Just take care of yourself. Eat more vegetables. Eat more natural foods. Be intentional with your diet. Get out in nature, walk, and all that good stuff, and everything will be fine. Make sure you're getting adequate rest and adequate sleep. A lot of you are working so hard that you don't have time, to eat properly. You have to grab something so quick. So you just have to take that time and rest if you need to. Take some days off and get that well-needed rest. So you got this message coming, okay? For some of you, this could be like some type of good news you're going to receive, an offer of something, okay? You've been waiting on this offer. It's coming. So it says this is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're an artist or if you're shy and sensitive. So, yeah, someone is reaching out. You could be invited out. This is a season when people are having like parties, graduations, weddings. May, June is wedding season. If you're invited to anything, please go. Okay? Please go. Please put yourself, honor invitations. Okay? There could be someone special that you're meant to meet there. I'm also getting that you could be, if there's someone in your life that, things weren't that great and things didn't end in the right way, you could be hearing from them, okay? They want to offer you an olive leaf for you all to, you know, fix this situation. You could have been on a break with someone, okay? So you got the Four of Swords under the deck. And it says, spend time in nature, listening for guidance from your angels and your own inner voice. Because overanalyzing the situation won't provide the answers you're seeking. Consider taking a vacation or a small break to help you rejuvenate and become clear on what your next steps should be. Meditation can be very helpful. So, yeah, I mean, if you're like this at night, right? The bed is all a mess. You can't rest. You know, it's like your mind cannot rest, worrying, stressing over things. Spirit wants you to just take some time out, especially if you're worrying about a situation on what you should do, which way to go about something. Sometimes just taking a warm bath, a warm, soak in, and then going straight to sleep will bring the answers that you seek. Relaxing your mind, meditating, just quieting everything down and doing a meditation can actually, bring answers. You can hear clearly from your guides, from your ancestors. Okay. Yeah, this does have something to do with some type of relationship. And this is someone that you've known before in the past, because this is the Six of Cups. It says, allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. This is not the Six of Cups. This is the Lovers. I'm sorry. This is Gemini in energy. This is the Lovers right here. So this could have something to do with someone that's interested in you, someone that, feels this connection, like you are a soulmate to them. Oh my goodness, Ace of Action. Yep. That's the Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning blooming for you. A very, very passionate new beginning is coming. You pulled a cherub. It says this cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or pursuing your dreams. This is a card of action. And if you've been procrastinating, it's time to really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business. Have confidence in your abilities. Yeah, I see why you're worrying, because there's going to be a major choice that you have to make. It's a time that it's like things are coming after a period of like waiting, waiting. You've been watering the plants, you've been, tending to them, and it's harvest time. And everything is going to come so fast to where it really is scary. You're going to be so scared, like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, Spirit's like you've been holding on to these little bags. How you gonna carry this big one? You know, so it's almost like it's a period of harvest to where you're gonna have to just change your lifestyle. You might be used to eating, ramen 5 times a week, and you can literally afford to have, an actual decent meal, a good meal. You can afford to eat, you know, more, maybe you now can afford to eat, organic food and salmon and whatever those things that when you're in the grocery store you're not reaching for, because like, oh no, I need to be on a budget, I need to get only this. Maybe just, Spirit's like, no, don't hold back, you have it. That's how you attract more. Just be grateful for what you have, and tell the universe, thank you, I'm so grateful for all of this. Thank you for this wonderful, you know these experiences, this wonderful restaurant I went to, this, that, this, that. Give me more, and they will be giving you more. But when you hold on to things so tightly, you know, doing the bare minimum, because it blocks your flow of abundance, because you deserve it. You have to know that you deserve. When you live with the mindset that everything you need is always provided for you, that's exactly what is going to happen. You need to open your heart. Oh my goodness. Guys, 10 of abundance. This is 10 of pentacles. Yes, you're about to receive so much. This is a very, very like abundant time for you. You need to understand that and stop living in the bare minimum. That that lack mentality. You have to put that to rest. Some of you will be making money while you sleep. The money's coming, and you need to make a decision on how you're going to use that money. You need to strike while the iron is hot. Think of whatever, and that could give a bit of anxiety, not sure, like, not want to make the wrong decisions. You don't want to mess things up. You want to invest it wisely, but there's a major choice. There's a 10 of Pentacles. It says, heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and working together. The children are provided for, and a comfortable retirement will one day come along. You've taught your family the grace that comes from knowing right from wrong, and you should be very proud. So there's abundance coming. There's also a very long-term relationship coming for you. This relationship that's here, if you're already in it, and if you're not, it's coming. It's going to grow into something long term. Okay? If it's not a relationship, it's like a windfall of money, a lots of money, because we also have the healer of abundance. That's the Queen of Pentacles. Earth sign energy here. I could be talking to a Virgo. I could be talking to a Taurus or Capricorn. Gemini is also here. Okay? We also have fire. So look at how abundant she is. The flowers all over her. Spirit needs you to know that this is the energy that you have right now. All the planets are in your favor to attract wealth and abundance. Doesn't even matter what the economy looks like where you are, the money is going to flow. Congratulations on that. You just have to make sure that you're not going to self-sabotage with this Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands where you're like standing, you're blocking, you're defending, you're not, due to whatever that you might have experienced. You could be holding your ground. You could be standing your ground. You could be protecting your energy to a little too much. And Spirit just needs you to just relax and know that everything is working out for your good. Okay? There's a new creative energy that's here. Ace of Wands. A new passionate beginning. Maybe you and this new person, there's going to be a lot of chemistry, a lot of physical intimacy for some of you. If you're still in your childbearing ages, this could bring children, with this person. Or maybe if you're up in age and the children are grown, there could be grandchildren and all that wonderful. Spirit needs you to know that you're going to grow to a very old, ripe age. You're going to watch your children's children. You're going to enjoy the luxuries and the fruits of your labor. Okay? Everything is working for your highest good. You don't have to worry about a thing. You've done the work. So now is the time for you to reap the harvest. And you just need to know that and step out of this anxiety and fear of the unknown. Everything's going to be good. Okay? Everything's going to be good. A lot of you are dealing with PTSD from past traumas, things that has happened. Like, you might have that mindset when all these good things are happening. Something always happens. Something always, that's, even if it's good, something always comes and messes it up. You have to change that mindset because it's going to self-sabotage you. It's going to self-sabotage you and put you in a place of lack. Five of Pentacles. So you have to be careful, okay? And also when this abundance comes, Spirit wants you to, have healthy boundaries because people are going to come out of the woodwork with their problems. And you're the type of person, you have that history, and that's why all those things that happened to you in the past was because you're so trusting and loving. Your heart, you just have this heart where you want to help everyone, and it's not a bad thing. That's how God created you. You operate in the energy of love, but people will sense that and come in to take advantage of you. So you need to definitely have healthy boundaries. We can't help everyone. You have to use that discernment and know who you're supposed to be assisting and who you're not. And everybody doesn't need to know what you're doing or what you have. So you need to move in silence. You do have some wishes coming through. Nine of Cups. There's some wishes that are being granted for you. Okay? It says this is a magical time in your life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are your just reward for being a loving and wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and have more fun. So the wishes are being brought to you now. You've been waiting for them. It's taken a minute, but it's now time for you to receive it. Maybe you've been in that, struggling type of energy where, things weren't that great. You went through some financial hardship, but now the seasons have changed. The energies have changed. The planets are now, everything is now in favor for you, for money to flow towards you. And you need to use your money wisely. This Seven of Pentacles is giving me this energy of, it's like a story in the Bible where it's about Joseph. The Pharaoh had a dream, and that was when Joseph was in the house of Pharaoh interpreting his dreams. Okay. And Pharaoh had a dream where, don't quote me. I used to know the Bible stories really good. You know, your girl was in the church before, even though now I'm awake to reality of things. But the Pharaoh had a dream, and I think the dream was about that he had 7 fat cows, something like that. There were 7 fat cows, and then there were 7 really skinny cows. And he didn't understand why he saw that. And I think Joseph was telling him that there's going to be 7 years of abundance, a lot of like, the land will be full of like food and all those, riches and harvest, wheat and all the, food was a strong commodity back then. And he said after those 7 years of abundance, there's going to be 7 years of famine. So he was telling the Pharaoh that during the 7 years of abundance, that they need to, fill up the storehouses, fill up all the storehouses, and that's going to carry them during the 7 years of famine. So it's giving me this 7 of abundance is saying pretty much that during this time, and I'm not saying you're going to have 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine. No, but it's a metaphorical, type of thing. It's like just letting us know that during this time of abundance, we have to use wisdom and knowledge on how to manage our money, invest it wisely. So that could bring this fear and anxiety. Like maybe you haven't, handled this type of money before, and it is scary because the type of wealth and abundance that's coming to you, you're destined to have generational wealth. You're destined to actually be wealthy. But maybe the way you were brought up was that, mindset like, oh no, we never, this, nobody in this family has ever, so you have that lack mentality, that poverty mentality that you need to overcome, and know that you're probably the person in the family that's supposed to break that. So when this windfall comes in, this large amount of money, you need to not be in anxiety or fear. Okay. This is when you need to use wisdom, seek advice if you need to get a financial expert. There are so many videos out there if you want to still, move in silence. You can learn how to invest, how to use it wisely so your money can grow for you. You can make money while you sleep. Look into multiple streams of income, things that will, this is a time that you have to like do that. Okay, because this wealth and abundance is coming, and you have to make sure that you you know invest in something and do something that is going to take care of your retirement as well as your future generations. Okay, it could be a new career that you just started, so it's paying very well, and there's a lot of long-term growth for you. Long-term wealth is here. Okay, but I can see that fear, that you have, worried that you might make the wrong move, that you might make the wrong decision. For some of you, this is a new relationship that is here, okay? A very passionate relationship, but you could be holding back. You could be shutting off your heart because, and you have every reason for doing that. You've been hurt before. You've been with people who, you're in a relationship thinking it's your soulmate. As soon as the going gets rough and first argument, second argument, they run. Maybe you've been dealing with runners, but this person is here for the long term. This person is not here, to hit it and quit it. This person is actually a soulmate. They're offering you this cup of love, and you could be a bit closed off. And that's why we got the Four of Pentacles initially. Okay. So you have to make sure you're open to love. This person wants to work hand in hand with you and grow this relationship. Maybe you're dealing with anxiety. There's, you can get help for that. Maybe you have some like, mental, it's from, things you've gone through from childhood, maybe abandonment issues and PTSD from, trauma that you've experienced. You could, for some of you, you could need medication for that, or you're already on it. Maybe it affects your sleeping patterns. You could probably want to talk to us, your provider, your doctor about, just let them know you're not sleeping well, you're having a hard time, processing your thoughts and things like that. You find yourself overwhelmed. You find yourself antisocial, not wanting to, it's hard for you to have conversations. If you're dealing with stuff like that, they could look at whatever medication you're taking, because there's some side effects that will cause other things. So I don't know why I'm getting that for someone. Okay, you could be holding this information to yourself and not really opening up. Maybe there's someone you can talk to that you trust. Okay, so that's for someone. There's help for that. Okay, but there is someone that is in your energy that's, wants to take you out, wants to spend time with you. This could be a past person, okay, that you do have some, not so good history with. They want to apologize, they want to make up for the past. It is good to keep healthy boundaries. Maybe this person is someone that comes in and out. They only come when they're, going through a breakup somewhere else. Maybe they come back to you whenever they break up with someone. And, when the going gets good and, they're off again and you're back into isolation. Okay. But, that situation, you need to shut the door on and don't open it, because there's something new coming. Ace of Wands. Okay. So this is actually a very good reading, collective. Very, very good reading. You got a lot of abundance. For some of you, this is love, long-term relationship that's going to end in marriage, the whole 9 yards, growing old together, watching the kids grow and all that wonderful stuff. For some of you, this is wealth, money that you've been expecting, you've been waiting for. Is the time is now. It's going to just hit you. You could get a message through your dream. So please keep a notebook by your bed. Some of your dreams are speaking to you. Spirit is speaking to you. There is a message coming. You see the message? There is a message coming through your dreams. Okay? So dream time is very important. There are steps that spirit wants you to take. They're going to drop that information to you in the dream. They're blowing the trumpet. Get up and get going. Take action. Move. For some of you, you might have to move. But yeah, there's a message coming. Some of you could be getting married. There's love. It's just such a wonderful time. This is just a wonderful time to be alive. Don't worry about what you're seeing happening in the physical. These are things that are happening behind the scenes that you don't even know that is about to take place in your life. Okay? You might say, oh no, the world, this is going on. No, your world is what you need to be focused on. Your universe, that type of mindset. All works out for my good. All is well. That should be your affirmation, and all will be well. So comment down below, all is well. Let's manifest all is well in our world. In spite of what we see out there, all is well. All is well. All is well for us. And that's how it's going to be. So that's the message I got today, guys. If it resonates, let me know. All right. Much love. Many blessings. Bye-bye.